Back to high school a little bit and think about the recruiting process, and Gibby was talking about it a little bit ago with you, and you didn't waste any time, did you?
Absolutely not.
So what was your mindset then? Did you think WVU was going to offer, and what was that like when they finally did?
Well, West Virginia was my first Division I offer, so I actually told my parents on the way up in the car, I was like, look guys, if they offer, I'm taking it today. And they're like, well, just wait, hold off. It's just think about it. Don't make an impulse decision. And I was like, I already know. Like, I already know exactly what I want to do. You guys don't have to tell me. And so Gibby gave me the offer, and we weren't here 24 more hours. We were actually on our way home, and I was like, no, I have to do it. And I called Gibby back. I was like, look, I'm committing. I got to be here. This is where I want to be. So I've always known where I've wanted to be growing up in West Virginia. I lived in one house my whole life. I'm born and raised in West Virginia. I'm prideful to play for the state, and I was just talking to another reporter, and we were talking about what it means to be playing for your state. And if I were to play for someone else or somewhere else out of state, I probably wouldn't be as prideful and as passionate, because people from outside don't understand what it means to the people of West Virginia. They don't understand how big of an impact they have. But I remember coming to games as 8-year-old, 5-year-old, and seeing those guys. I remember Owen Schmidt, Noel Devine, Steve Slayton, Pat White, all those guys. I remember watching all of them and thinking, like, man, I want to be down on that field. Like, I don't want to be anywhere else. And they really don't know what it means. And even now, coming from class, doing this, doing that, hurrying around, and you kind of overlook those things. And it's hard to, when you're in this position, to realize the impact that you have. But it goes a lot farther than that, I can see.
At what point did you realize that was a possibility? Because was it camps after your sophomore year, summer before your junior year, that you kind of started to make a little name in recruiting?
It was kind of weird, because my sophomore year I didn't start at Calvin Miller, but I played a lot of snaps. And my coach came to me after that season. He said, look, you could be one of the best players to come out of here. And I was like, yeah, I didn't really believe it. I kind of laughed, and he's like, no, seriously. And I was like, yeah, okay. Well, I just knew that, all I've known is to work. That's how, my parents raised me. That's how the coaching staff is at Calvin Midland. That's how everybody from that area, it's all, you work for what you get. And I actually just got done, like I said, telling another reporter that if I worked as hard as I could and left nothing out there, no regret, no doubt, and I didn't make it to Division I football, like, I understand it's not for me. But if I give everything I have and I make it, and then that's where I'm at. So you can't be upset if you give it all and it doesn't turn out. You can't be upset. You can be upset though if you don't give it all and it doesn't turn out.